This one stings because I used to fall for it too. A service advisor smiles and says, "You need a flush today, or your engine will suffer." Your gut twists and your wallet opens. But here is the truth. I wish someone told me sooner. Most of those bonus services are not in your car's plan. Not the dramatic engine flush, not the early transmission or coolant swap, not the pricey fuel injector cleaning when the car runs fine. And those magic oil or fuel additives? Yeah, your car's fluids already have what they need. I am Morgan, and this is Recall Roadmap with Morgan. And if this sounds like the kind of messy but real talk you want more of, that's what we do here. So, subscribe if you want in. Today I will hand you a simple roadmap to say no with confidence. We will use your owner's manual and TSBs, not a lobby menu board. I will show you red flags, fair price lanes, and proof checks so you know the work was real. I have been on both sides of the counter, and I still feel that little doubt flutter when someone says urgent, but that is why we slow down and verify. Think of this like learning to read a map instead of trusting a billboard. It is calmer, it is cheaper, it is safer. Have you ever been told you need a flush right now or else? Grab a coffee and breathe, because the next part shows how the manual beats the menu every single time. Your car already came with a plan, and it lives in the glove box or the app. That plan is the maintenance schedule from the maker, and it beats any upsell list. Open it to the schedule page and match miles and months. Oil is usually 5,000 to 7,500 miles, or whenever the oil monitor says so. Coolant is often 5 years or 50,000 miles up to 10 years or 150,000 miles. Spark plugs can go to around 100,000 miles on many cars. Brake fluid is one to watch because makers often call for every 2 to 3 years to stop corrosion. If a shop pushes a flush not listed, ask them to point to the page. If they say there is a known issue, ask for the TSB number so you can look it up. No warning light and no rough running usually means skip the fuel injector cleaning. Additives that promise magic are mostly sales glitter. Red flags include the 3,000-mile oil chant on a modern car, an engine flush as a cure for vibes, and early air filter changes every visit. Watch the invoice for a big shop supplies fee and ask for an explanation if it is more than a small amount. I still catch myself wanting to say yes to be polite, but the manual is my seatbelt against fear. Do you want a simple script to say no without feeling awkward? Up next, I will give you prices, proof moves, and a fast yes or no checklist you can save. Let's talk money because numbers calm the noise. Engine air filters are often cheap, and many take 2 minutes to swap at home. Cabin filters sit behind a glove box and are also a quick win for do-it-yourself. Brake pads and rotors can be a garage job for a careful person with tools, but only if you feel safe and follow steps. Sensors, electrical parts, and airbags are where I tap the pros because wrong moves there get expensive fast. Dealers sometimes charge more on some jobs, but recent averages show visits can be close in cost overall, so pick based on trust and fit, not myth. Trust looks like this. You get a written estimate line by line. You get photos or a short video of the problem and the repair. You see the old parts in a box, or at least a photo with your car's plate and frame. You get the torque specs and part numbers on the invoice. You see only small shop supplies, not a surprise chunk with no detail. A solid shop will explain the why in plain words, and they will not punish you for asking. I still hate asking to see old parts, because it feels pushy, but every honest tech I know smiles when I do. Would you feel better if you had a one-page cheat sheet that spelled out normal intervals and common scams? Next, I will give you the exact words to say at the counter, plus a fast exit plan if things feel off. Here is the script I use, and you can steal it word for word. You say, "Can you show me where this is in my owner's manual? And if it is a known issue, can you give me the TSB number?" You say, "If we do this, please save the old part so I can see it, and please add photos to the work order." You say, "I want the part number and labor time on the estimate before we start." If they push back hard, you say, Thanks. I am going to get a second opinion, and you leave. No drama. Just calm. Last month, a shop pitched me a fuel system cleaning with no symptoms. My old belief said, just do it to be safe. But my newer voice said, wait and check the plan. I passed, nothing broke, and I put that money toward real tire service I actually needed. Print our maintenance interval cheat sheet and keep it in your glove box, because it turns panic into a 2-minute check. If this felt helpful, that is what we do here at Recall Roadmap with Morgan, so subscribe and roll with us every week. Thank you for watching, and please stick around for the next episode on the sneaky brake job upsells and how to spot them before you sit down. What would change for you if every car bill started with you asking to see the page in the manual before you said yes? See you next time, and drive safe.